Hey, hello, people. I want to start not with logistics. We will get there, but to start with you beginning to scan in silence what's happening in you, entering a space with other men. And in particular, to place your attention in wherever your unconscious fear typically is. So you're scanning using your unconscious fear of what's happening with you coming into this space. As a note, Gabriel Leishman is coming in, and I'm just going to tell him this again. Hello, Gabriel. Cannot hear you yet. No, not yet. Will you figure that out, Gabriel? Can you hear me? Okay. You're entering a live experiment right now. The experiment is this, that you're in a space with other men. You've entered a space with other men, and you place your attention in your unconscious fear, specifically connected to being in a space with other men. And I just want to do that for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes in silence, and then we'll bring what you discover into the space. Okay, the space is open for sharing anything you notice or discover about that scanning.
I
Yeah, for
noticed,
me, go.
yeah, I noticed that just before the call was starting, I wanted to to move and bring my anger alive and just and and I did that and I come into the space and I've now I scan like wow, I need to be strong, or there's this story like I need to show up and yeah, like
And yeah,
I need to be strong, and I need to to hold myself to be with you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, for me, I noticed directly at the beginning, my abdominal muscles were tensing up a bit, and kind of like bracing myself for whatever could come, and scanning like, okay, like, is it safe? Like, where am I, like, at the ladder of like safety, and like, yeah, can I be vocal? Can I be confident? Scanning for, okay, do I need to hide? Do I need to brace myself, basically?
Hmm.
Will I need to defend? Yeah.
Thank you.
I notice one is this. It's like, let's call it hierarchy game. It's like really scanning the space and scanning every man, and then there is something going on of okay, where I am in this game. Ah. And the other thing is like really, yeah, like checking. It's like a life and threat check on everyone. Like, is it threatening? Yes, no. Is it threatening? Yes, no. What are the stories? What are the rumors? What is the connection? Like, is it safe or not? Like, it's really fast.
Hmm.
Without putting the glass on it, I wouldn't even notice it.
Hmm.
We
I
cannot
can't
hear
hear
you.
you, Gabriel.
No.
Gabriel, on the left bottom at audio, if you click on the arrow, maybe you can change the microphone to a different microphone on the top. Maybe that works.
I, while you're messing with that, Gabriel, I noticed that I said the prompt. I, and then I did not even notice that I was not being with you. And when I was, I said the prompt, and then it's like, you all were very far away from me. And when I was checking with my fear about that, it was very much like, how do I think a few steps ahead? Because if I don't know what I'm doing with you, like this danger of like, if I don't have the next thing, the next place we're going to go, and there's something about that is with space holding in general, an unconscious thing for me, but it's different. It's like there's something where I have an experience that there's really a lot on the line with men. Like uh I mean it's shifted over time, but even here there's a little bit of like you could turn on me, you could hate me, you could like this like extreme kind of uh, harm that you could do to me if I'm not ahead of you somehow.
Mm.
I I noticed that before I connected with my unconscious fear, when I entered this space, my diaphragm got really tight, and I wasn't very open. Really, this contracting into myself, and yeah, closing myself when entering this space. So for safety, or in this like I'm awaiting an attack or something. So more of a fighting position when I'm entering, instead of, yeah, hello man. And now there is this, now I can see you, not just visually. So, and yeah, I am arriving here with all of you.
Gabrielle, you want to try your mic again?
Yeah,
Oh my
does it
God.
work?
Yes.
I want.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what I changed, but it works. Uh,
Right.
yeah, I noticed I had a same fear entering, like when you name unconscious fear in the space. I had something like somebody gonna attack me, or uh, we're gonna be picky with me instead of being in my team, something like this. It's like, uh, yeah. And I feel sad. And now that I've said this, I feel sad uh just being with you right now. Um as a kind of bullshit thing in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I don't get that. The sadness is a bullshit in front of you?
No, the sadness, realizing it's a kind of bullshit layer in front of me, like somebody gonna attack me,
Yeah,
like preventing me from being there and connection.
yeah, thank you.
I noticed this pressure to perform or to hide under behind the performance so I can be safe. And yeah. Um, mm, yeah, I feel sad because I don't want to perform. I want to be I want to be with you without performance. Yeah.
I want that too. Thank you, Jonas. Thank you for experimenting. We'll come back to that. Any logistics? Okay. The only logistic for me is we're in a work talk. We're in a work talk for about 2 hours. And I will, as in any space that I hold, I'm recording with the intention of making the transformation that we're up to in this space broadly available for the world. So what that means on my side is sharing this video in the Possibility Creation Village, which really for me it's a tradition in archaearchy and in the culture that we're developing in possibility management, that transformation doesn't happen in a closed off door, partly because so much of what we're going through isn't even personal. It's like on the one hand, it's so personal, and on the other, it's like all of us kind of named pretty similar fears, pretty similar
Mm.
reactivity. It's like we carry wounds that are universal. And the healing is also, in my experience, universal. And so for me, we're doing this together, us 7 men, and we are also creating a doorway in the world for men we might never meet. Men we might never meet to be able to go through this. So that's part of my stand in holding these spaces. And I'll also post this on YouTube. So that's my one logistic here for this space. If you have tea in front of you, please, I didn't say this in the letter, but please no tea, just have water in front of you. If you need to use the bathroom, whatever, just go ahead and hop out of the space and come back. What I mean is stand up, do what you need. You don't need to announce that. Logistic space is closed. Mm. I'm coming here with some architecture for this space, and I'm done. I'm done. Part of for me leaving patriarchal thoughtware, modern culture thoughtware. I'm done holding spaces with a plan. So I'm coming with what's coming out of me and what comes out of the space, and so even what we just the experiment we just did was of the moment. Like I didn't plan that, but it was like that's for me what needed. Part of what I wanted to explore with you is what I call just the kind of the unconscious stuff that men come to other men with and interact with. And for the most part, in my experience in previous men's spaces, and I don't want to speak universally, but it's like all that stuff we just shared in other men's spaces I've been in, we kind of pretend it's not there and sort of skip to something else, like skip to uh, I don't know. I don't even know what I skipped to in the past, but it's like pretending that at the core of relating with other men as part of growing up in patriarchy, it's like this bracing is happening. That it's like I've got to brace or I've got to come to a space and be strong. I've got to come to a space and know something, know who I am or perform it, like you were saying, Jonas. Uh, and there's so much healing to do along those lines. It's like that's just part of the package. There's like a world of healing to do along those lines. And there's another part of me more and more in the men's culture and in this space too, where I just want to say, yeah, there's healing to do and like just fuck that culture. Like it is possible right here, right now, to not have to do some of that healing and to just say, I am now in a culture where performance has no value. It's like I am now in a culture where, yeah, I could still pretend I need to defend myself. And what is there to defend? There's nothing to defend anymore. I mean, I was what you just said, Gabrielle, about like, are these men on my team? That kind of question. It's like, I think there's so much more research about this, but I had this revelation recently of in patriarchy and modern culture, it's like there's hierarchy. That's the way men relate. And what that basically means is that uh, we relate vertically. It's like there's not horizontal relating. It's relating up and like being a follower of someone up or relating down and someone else, whatever, relates to you in that way, which you have to pretend a lot in that you're better than the person beneath you and not as good as the person above you. But what's also prohibited in that system is really being on another man's team. Because if I am on your team to become excellent, you could replace me. And so one of the ways I had a revelation about this was like competing with other men for women. It's like I can never talk about how I could never brag to a woman about how amazing another man is. Like I could not gush. Like I could not let my heart gush about the potential, the I so in this vertical relating, there are limits to how much I can lift another man up, basically. Hey, for the rest of this call, we're not in that culture anymore. That's what I want to announce. That's the announcement here. Is that culture, vertical relating between men here is abolished. It is over. It has no value at all. I'm holding this space. It means nothing in terms of my verticality. So now you talk a little bit. I could keep talking. Maybe you have questions, but I also you have stuff already happening in you.
Yeah. And what
Yeah,
I
me
want to
too.
bring in is I spent the weekend with old school friends. Like friends, I was walking this path of this life for over 30 years. And men that I love, and their women have been there, their children have been there. And what was happening, they were drinking alcohol and they were also doing drugs and taking substances. And I noticed it was hard for me to find my place. Like, is this the place where I want to be? Like, how do I relate to them?
Mhm.
And I noticed I was withdrawing and becoming more and more silent, and also the conversations, even at breakfast, it was okay. Yeah, the NBA and this and this budget of commercial going on for the blah 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 bunny show, and I was like, okay, these are not the conversations I want to have. Like, and I felt sad, and I was completely blocked of creating what I wanted to create,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the intimacy. And luckily, two of my friends, even more, they sensed something is going on with me, and they asked me, and I was talking to them how I feel sad about this, and that I want something different. Even we were going on a
Christopher,
walk.
I have something.
Yeah, Yeah,
will you make more space for your heart right
yeah.
now in this space? Like just I feel. You're talking about it already. I feel.
I'm feeling sad and I'm feeling powerless. Um, and I'm feeling fear of is the only way of letting them go. I feel fear because I love them, and I shared a lot of time and spaces with them. And I also I also feel angry because I don't want to convince someone of how he has to live. I don't want to do that either. Like I want to have give them their choice. And if it's their life choices, okay. Yeah, and I'm feeling sad again because I would love to invite them on the journey, on
Mhm.
my journey. And also on a journey to for more responsibility and more consciousness. Yeah. Mm. I feel fear of losing them, of
And
giving up on them.
yet when you say that, that seems like the main communication for me is that you feel afraid of you would lose them, that you have to let go of them,
Yeah,
and then you might feel sadness about that, or I don't know what.
yeah, definitely. It's like losing loved ones. That's what it is.
Thank you.
Mm. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Christopher.
Mm.
Mm.
I had I had something when you were talking, Christopher, and also Devin, about the hierarchy and having one way of relating. It seems that where I am right now, um, it works for me in a long relationship with a man to one one is leading somehow, and another time it's me leading. And sometimes we change the way we but but sometime when I'm in connection with one man that want also to lead somehow, and it doesn't work. Um, I don't know how to say that. It seems like there is an expectation about the other man that he should be able to lead, or me letting him lead somehow. And I don't know if it's me blocking the connection to do that or him. Um, I sense there is something happening there
Mhm.
about trust and like so often I see some of the men I relate to abandoning because it's too hard, or they cannot be in this leading mode with me, and then it doesn't work, and they just cut the connection or whatever.
Mhm.
And yeah, I feel sad about this, like kind of it's one way and then the other way, and otherwise there is nothing else. It's like, what about nothingness? What about grasping hands and just being angry or sad together by holding each other's hand? Um, and I miss that. I miss that space of just like, okay, there is some shit happening. I grab you, I'm there, and I'm just with you or with me if I need something. But I miss this in between spaces. Uh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, hearing you, Gabriel, what come also for me is the question of what happens in between. because there is a lot of happening in between that maybe it's not said or not felt. And then yes, of course, the result is that, but what happens all the way through towards that?
Mm.
And I can see in
Mm.
my own collaborations that it's like the amount of, yeah, like there's such a buffer zone or to really meet what is happening on each moment
Mm.
that leads to that, like disconnect or indifference to what is happening, to really be real with each other. And that's what I want to change. That's I really would love to be on the relating where all of that is revealed moment by moment, and and that is very welcome. That is an essential foundational part of the collaboration. Is that, and I freak out about it because like it's I can see how hard it is, and also with the differences of matrix or distinctions in the people that I want to collaborate with, and like how does that even work?
Mhm.
Um, and then yeah, how do is that like, yeah, I just don't get it with the hierarchy, because there is difference of skills and how we navigate together the spaces, and I also see confronted by sometimes like, okay, it's not when this I hear this is not working for me, that response is like, okay, like how can I meet you where you are, and how can we work through this so it works, and not just like saying, "Oh, this is not working for me."
In relation to a whole space, someone will say that a whole collaboration, this is not working for me.
No, not as in a moment, but also like noticing, instead of saying like I'm defending myself now, I'm noticed that I need to defend, or I don't feel the fear or the sadness, or I'm not feeling. I just say what you're doing is wrong and this is not working for me. And that I'm very curious how to work through that, because I don't want that to happen, and yet
Mm.
I see it happening
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, what came up for me was when I was listening to Christopher and then Gabriel, and noticed like a buildup of sadness rising. And yeah, I feel sad because I'm noticing how, yeah, how like there's such a loss of intimacy with men, and I never learned to have a kind of intimacy with men where I can be honest and like upright and be vulnerable, and didn't feel like I needed to hide.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, there's a lot of sadness that I feel.
When you say you need to hide, do you mean you give up?
Yeah, with the men I know from the past, yes,
Mhm.
like from maybe 2 years or before. Yeah, I gave up.
Mhm.
I hide myself. I hide my being. Yeah, I hide my
Yeah.
culture.
Mm.
Yeah, and I also have that experience of giving up a lot,
Mhm.
and when you were sharing, Christopher, I had this image when I visit Argentina, and I went to all my like this high school friends, and I just like you were sharing, like I didn't know how to be there. It was like 8 years since I left, and I was back, and was like 10 years that I didn't meet them, but it was just such a contrast. And it was unbearable, the heartbreak that I was having in that moment. And it's just like I was just silent and just like keeping it inside. It's like, okay, I cannot cry here, I cannot scream here. This is madness, and yet I just cannot be here real. And I really want, like, my being really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yet I totally gave up like communication with those people, and and I continually see that I could continue like that, like giving up, and and I see like what I just said before, like this is not working for me, and just leaving it there,
Mm-hmm.
and that is terrifying to continue like that. I don't want that.
You know what's also alive in me, what I noticed is like I wasn't taking a stand for example, creating a check-in, and they have been open. Like some of them even came to me and said, "Listen, Christopher, if I would have knew that alcohol is a problem or substances, like I would have just don't drink and don't do it just to be with you."
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really in a collaborative communication with them. And they also showed me their love. Like it's not, they are not ignoring me. It's not like that. But what I feel sad about is that I have this man, which I love, which I know for a long time, and which are open for my impulses, and I'm holding myself back.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's going on? Like why do I do that? I mean, yeah, I could influence them or giving impulses into the space which they are open to, and I'm not doing it. And then I become this victim, becoming silent, withdrawing, licking my wounds. Yeah. So I'm angry at that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
angry, and I don't want to be angry at myself. But the real question is why? Why am I holding back? Like,
Oh, I mean, you know the answer, right? What is the answer?
mm, answer is it's child stuff. I'm holding back. Yeah, but firstly because I want to be this. There are hidden expectations on my side. This is reasons I'm
Like
holding
what?
back.
Like what?
Yeah, I want them to notice the importance of a check-in, and actually they have the sensitivity and the experience.
Okay, but
But they,
stay with the why not? Why really? Yes, they want it, and regardless,
Mhm.
you are not doing it. What's really going on?
Yeah, no, yeah, and I feel fear of being rejected with my impulses, or being rigid, like okay, now we have to do a check-in, and being rigid and not alive. I feel fear of losing aliveness and then be alone, or being the stubborn rigid guy
Yeah.
in the space.
So I hear like
Oh,
voices from potential voices from them.
yeah, yeah, it's my like I give my center weight to possible stories or whatever they have about me without having a reality check, definitely. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you. I pushed you because it's exactly, I have the same thing. You know, I have my own version
Mm.
of that. And I've gone through a lot of healing processes about that. And maybe you have too. And by that, I mean my prediction. My prediction is basically whatever I actually want to bring will be rejected or will be. It's actually a few months ago when Heal said something so clearly that I had not considered before. But it's like if I'm vulnerable with someone, they have these kind of options. And one is they won't understand, one is they'll just dismiss it, one is they'll completely ignore it. Like it won't, but in the end, like the something like the thing that my prediction is the thing that is most precious to me will be someone will take a piss on it, essentially.
Mm.
And Mm, what I want, I actually want to go into not a practice about this, but I think part of the journey is probably healing processes about that. I think there's a whole other part of the journey, which is, to me, that's your value and my value is the thing that we care most about, that we want most. And a whole other world of thought where would be the people around me are waiting for me. They're the ones who are waiting for me to do what for now they don't even know that they can't do, but they're longing for. And my one way to work this in, is to unfold that part of your being. Like your being doesn't want to check in. That's just a mechanism for getting to what you actually want. But your being does really want something. And in relation to other men, I did what it sounds like you guys did, and I did it at a young age, which is I gave up, basically. But I still remember when I was whatever, 5, 6 years old. It's like the person in the room I was most interested in was, if I was at a friend's house, it was his older brother. Like if I was in my life, it was my older brother. It's like I wanted to see, does anyone have resonance with that?
Yes.
Really? Okay. I never
Very.
thought about this until today, but I was like, I was so interested in them. And it was like, I want to, what was it, you know? I think it was, I want this person to see my being. Like I want to bring my being forward. I want them to help cultivate what's so precious in me. And um, maybe there's like a healing process about older brothers. I don't know, but I think there's some seed in there that's worth unfolding. It's like, what is it in you, in your being that you wanted so badly to, the offer that you wanted in your being to make to the world around you? And it's precious. I want more words for that. I want more men unfolded about that without a proposal yet. Like without the let's do a check-in, but like what if it's bigger than a check-in? Like what if it's like I want to pull the rug out from this whole weekend trip we're doing? And who knows? So anyway, my proposal is to unfold that, but like not in a big group, to do it in 3 cells or maybe 2 cells here. Let me see. 3 cells or 2 cells?
Two.
Two.
Okay. 2 cells. So 2 cells. You're in a 2 cell and oh, I don't want to package it this tight, but the question is something like, you know, we get to start over. We're ending patriarchal culture between men. And next culture between men, it's not defined yet. So what if it's your values that define it? It is your values that get to define it. And so this space is, let your values, which are in your being, speak. Let them unfold about what do you want between other men, in the network with other men. And the other person, you're listening, but also like try to keep them in that discovery space. It's probable that what they really want is like so curled inward or frozen. Maybe not, but maybe. It's like unfreeze them. Listen in a way, be with them in a way that that stuff can unfreeze and open. That's my proposal.
Go.
Great.
Go.
I'm gonna hop around. I don't know exactly what I'll do, but you'll see me.
Cool.
How
So
much time average you wanna
you'll see.
have us
I'll send it out. It'll
see?
be a few minutes. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Jonas, say something.
Mm.
Just one
Yeah.
word even.
Uh, yeah, just thank you for bringing this. And I noticed how much I give up, and even giving up to relate with man at all. It's like, yeah, it's so, yeah, wow. Mm. And for me, it was also about this. I I'm not allowed to change the life of the other man. So if I yeah, it's holding me back, because if I change the space to a vulnerable space, then it also changes the other man's. Yeah. So this was what came when you shared.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm opening this space. I'd say just hop in and Jonas, keep talking.
Okay.
Because yeah, I have the story that every man is longing for this presence from another man, like being a boy, being a child. And I want to
Okay, you
live in
talk
a
from
man's
the heart.
culture. Huh?
You talk about what you want. You mentioned like
Yeah.
how you say, okay, what other men want, but what is it that you
Hmm.
want with this?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I want this. I want to have present moments with presence, shared presence moments in silence, not talking, not loud talking, just shared presence. And mm, and I want, yeah, like and I feel fear about like interest. I want to be interested in others and others really interested in me. Like, and how can this be created without it being a box conversation? And I don't know how
And you
that goes.
just go a little slower.
Mm,
Interest. And somehow, check this out, but somehow there's something where the one where it's someone really interested in you, that other men would be really paying attention to and interested in you. Would you just
yeah,
open that? Just
yeah,
open it more.
yeah. Thank you. I want to be listened to when I talk. Like I want to notice that when I say something that I am listened to and it's not a fight about attention in the space. Like I want it to be not about who has the most fanciest topic and gets the attention. I really want that's what's happening right here, right now. That there's a real listening and a real being received happening. And I want to live in a man's culture where it's possible for myself and for others in the space to let themselves be drop into the heart and really, yeah, fall into the heart layer by layer. Mm,
Like, Christopher, I want to invite you to get like even a little bit like naughtier, get like out of the what
mm,
like related to what we have right now with our men's culture. We're really, what do you want from either the depth of your heart or like some non-linear thing that's like like it's almost unimaginable that this can be a thing, but like if that can be a thing,
mm.
holy shit, that will be fucking amazing. So I invite.
if I if I'm trying to relate with man, it's 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 like a game, and I don't want to play a game
Mm.
about whatever, about winning or losing or just so.
Is there something you want right now also?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't want to hold back the sadness. And I'm holding it back, and
Mm.
Mhm.
I don't want to numb myself. I want to be there with the feelings that are there.
Yes, say more about
With
what you do
man,
want. What is it you do want with these feelings, with us sitting in front of you?
I want you to know that I want you to feel with me that, yeah, this pain of being so blocked, being so
Yeah, go.
about being so
Yeah, and you can use also this anger for saying what you want or what you don't want. My fear is like you use it to pressure yourself,
yeah.
and I still want to hear your anger or what you're angry about. Might be stuff you see that I don't see.
And one other thing is the sadness might not have words yet. Like it could just be sad, more and more sadness in the space, no words, and that would be okay.
And I want to say it's already working. I feel sad with you, Jonas.
Yeah.
So my proposal is you just go with what is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's yeah. I am I am I am lonely, and I I I I want to be with other men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, let the sounds come to the sob.
Because I want to be with other men because I love them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I really do. And I want to show it. I want to show it. And yeah, and I also want to be with you, man, because I love you. Because, yeah, Oh. Oh.
And go. And what happens if you just let the love be there even more? Just to and share what you want to share from that generosity or whatever. Uh,
Hmm.
and I feel joy and sadness because you open such a big space for love to be present. So I'm just I'm noticing uh, that it's dangerous also for me to be in that kind of love.
Mm.
So yeah, please keep going. I'm touched by what you share. Even if it has no words, I sense it's touching me.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, with with this feedback, it's like yeah, yeah. I feel fear that I just I'm like a wave of emotional sadness, and I would just wash, 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 wash you away with it, and not. Yeah, yeah.
And
I feel
so,
angry. I
what
feel
were you?
angry because I. Yeah, because
So, what if you washed us away?
I feel fear to. Uh,
Yes.
uh, you you leave.
Yeah.
You feel fear that if you're,
You leave
yeah,
because it's a kind of love that is not real. It's not for my being. So
did you ever go
uh,
through that process before, that doorway of if your sadness comes all the way out, people get washed away, they'll leave you, the love isn't even real.
no, I think it's a doorway to go through.
I think so.
I just write it. I'm going to write it down right now.
Okay, we're switching to the next person, to
Okay.
Gabrielle. Write it down. I'm not saying stop. Just
Mm. I notice I feel fear. Uh, I already appreciated you, and I thank you for being with your sadness, Jonas. And the one thing I'm sad and scared.
Yeah, I'm not listening to this endless story of yours. I wanna have this. Yeah, I wanna jump right in this heart to heart connection with men before I have to do that chit chat and this dance around what oh, who are you? Well, I want to cut this when we're like dogs sniffing on each other's ass for like hours before really, yeah, being with each other, and I wanna create spaces then where I can open my heart, and the other men are also opening their hearts instead of this, or this crazy show that is going on. And I want that because I'm sitting in those situations, and oh, I'm getting so angry because I'm listening to what I don't want to listen to, and I sit there and it makes me mad, and I didn't notice that I don't have men anymore physically around me because they left me and I left them because I've been told that I'm too dangerous, and that's not what I want. I
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to, yeah, I
Exactly
want
what
to
you
be
want.
with what I have to bring, with this
Mhm.
sensitivity and also with my anger, and uh, I don't want to listen to that anymore. I want to have
What do
spaces
you
in men's
want?
culture
Yeah.
Yeah.
where I can just be with my sadness about what I just shared, that I feel alone and that I'm missing of other men in around me. And and I want to I I want to have sober spaces with men. I miss this. I miss connecting with men without even this. I want a space where it's not about numbing to get together. I want to have a space where I want a culture where I can show up and share, and where I am well. I want to bring my skills into this, and awaken the ability to feel together. I want to feel together with men, and uh,
Yeah, what do you really want to happen in that space of like sober space and feeling together? What is even more deeper than that?
I I want to invite the joy again, and not just joy. I want to I want so many things, and I've cut this pity sadness around it.
I have a
Yeah.
different prompt for you, which is something
Yes.
like the culture, this culture is possible. There's a culture possible where this happens.
Yes, that there is a culture possible where I can just wake up and connect with another man, and even before having tea or breakfast, sitting together and feeling and embracing what is it that is coming out of my heart? What am I feeling? So what is going on in my life? And I want a culture where it is possible to just deliver this, to just bring this without staying in this terror of getting killed for it, or made wrong about it, or even put aside for it. And I
Not
want
that part, not the
Yeah,
part that
stay with what you want. Yeah.
I wanna, yeah, I wanna feel together with men. I want to feel and create with them, and out of pure joy. What, and that is just, that doesn't mean there is just joy. There are all feelings, and I want a culture where it is possible to men, where we can connect again with different spaces and energies, and where there is magic happening again also for men and not just for women. And I want a culture where 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 the men are really connecting with Gaia and themselves again, and being in transmission,
choose one
and
thing, not 10. one thing and go bigger, go deeper with it. Like connecting with Gaia, connecting with each other, connecting with the heart.
Oh,
Yeah, what happens if that is already happening? What happens next that you want?
hmm. Mm. This. Oh, okay, I'll just go. I
Go.
I care for this. I care for magic, and I know there is a culture, a men's culture possible, where we're really connecting with a bigger reality and with what's going on for us on in connection with Gaia. And yeah, this this softness in there, and this also this being filled, and not in scarcity. And yeah, I really want this power in man's culture, in myself, being
What is the magic?
the magic is the magic is this dense stuff in the air, in every being, in every plant, in every dust corn, in every living thing, and
But you
to
didn't
really
say
let
what it is. What is magic?
that it's the love. It's the this deep connection with knowing I am in connection with everything around me. And and magic is also energy. It's not just matter and logic and all this science-based stuff. It has a different qualities. It is energy. There's this energy flowing through everything. And I know there is a culture possible where this is allowed to be there without being dangerous and without to having cut out like cancer with logic and precision.
I desire, what I want.
Mm.
Yeah. Now I want to check if there's more. Yeah, so where men can be like honest with each other. It's like, okay, like with me closing my eyes, like, okay, like am I hiding? And then if you would notice that, then you would say like, hey, Phil, I have the story that you're hiding, and that I wouldn't feel offended. It's like, okay, that I listen to you, and it's like directness, this openness, this men feeling open to be dangerous with each other and vulnerable.
Mhm.
Yeah. But through that like empowerment can come like naturally. It's like, okay, like I'm open with you. Okay, you're open with me. And that's like it's like a foundation where I feel there can be so much like empowerment with that. Yeah. And I want to check again with my heart.
Yeah.
A men's culture, or if I can think of a men's culture.
I have a question.
Yeah, like there's so much yeah, first share this sentence and then I would love
Yeah.
to hear a question. Yeah, there's so much like seriousness that I've been building up with myself, like being super serious about life and uh, pretending to be like a man, which is like, okay, abolishing all play and fun. So there's something about like being playful or that it's, oh, that it's available to be weird or to fuck and to be I don't know what the word is, but like to be totally weird dancing or moving by for example. And that's okay.
Hmm.
That's what I want. Yeah, the Devon go.
Yeah, just how do you want other people, other men to be on your team? Men could show up for you in the way that you are longing for them to show up for you. How would it be?
Specifically to this or to general?
General.
Wow, man, I would want men to ask genuine questions of genuine interest, like separated from ego. That is like genuine interest in what like how I am or like what I'm doing or what I feel enthusiastic about, passionate about. And from them, like, okay, like how can I be with you? Like how can I support you? Or just like celebrating like what I'm doing. That's like at the basis what I desire. And can you ask the question again?
Yeah, right now, I mean, check your heart. The two men in front of you, we could be completely committed to you in any way that you have been wanting your whole life from other men. What would you want? What would you want us to be interested in? How would you want us to pay attention to you?
I want you to pay attention to like what I might not be seeing with me. That's preventing me to be more the person who I actually want to be. That's what I want. To be blunt with me. Blunt in a way that's not like a dickhead blunt, but like yeah, you're on my team basically of that kind of bluntness. Yeah.
You have another minute. What
Yeah, I notice the
else?
sadness that comes. Okay. Okay. What else? Yeah, it's like some like pushing me of like, okay, maybe you know a little bit like my system, my box, whatever. And like you're gently pushing me in some direction. So it's like empowering me. And it's not like from an ego stand, but like that's like, okay, like you want me to shine. And you're like, hey, Gil, like go, something like that. That's what I want. And it reminds me of a few sentences back. Like I finished a sentence with, yeah. And it was a kind of like making my sentence less powerful, basically. And like I want friends, like I want my friends, I want you, Christopher, you, Devin, to say like, hey, Gil, I actually noticed that at the end of the sentences you say yeah, and like makes what you say less powerful. Man,
Hmm.
go something like that, and then say like, hey, I want you to be with your power and to shine with your power. I want to hear that from you. That's what I want.
Hmm. I notice what I'm going out here with you here is wanting to know more like what's your heart desire? Like what's burning and so precious and so important for you in this lifetime that you want to create.
Yeah, what came directly is like this sadness of seeing like how little intimacy men are open for. Like even thinking
Mm.
about like men touching each other, men kissing each other. That's like okay, that's taboo. And like even thinking or mentioning something like this, it's like oh, that's dangerous. Other men will see me as less or will make stories. Like intimacy with men, and it's like all on
Mhm.
different levels. But like that's
Yeah, it was quite a ride.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
so intimacy, Devin and Christopher, like on different levels, where it's at the basis from the heart. It's at the basis intimacy from the heart without taboo being making like hiding the potential.
Welcome back, Min. What?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Wait
thank
for
you. What else
I
came up for you?
I had a lot. I didn't thought I had that much to say. And I was about like I thought I could speak for an hour or more,
Mm.
maybe more. And I feel sad because there is a lot about Gremlin, uh, what I discover. Um, I get that I was with Jonas and um, somehow your sadness helped me to distill a bit more what I was afraid, uh, what I am afraid was men's culture is this kind of fake failing, playing dumb and kind of hiding in the corner, being ashamed. So it's like a joker card. Like I can give up. Then you can give up in passing this joker card to each others. And it's like it is allowed. Like it is allowed to fail in that manner because then I give up. And that's the exit.
Can you give an
And
example of what you mean, Gabrielle? I don't get it.
mhm. uh I guess it has to deal with stories. Um Looking at each other's it's something I do sometimes. It's like looking at other men in a group and seeing where is the lack of integrity. And then I can choose from that lack of integrity. Um, yeah, I don't know precisely where I'm going with this. Uh, there's something about buying a culture of excuses.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
um, and playing dumb, playing the one who forgets things, something like that.
So, okay.
Uh,
So between men believing each other's excuses, something like that, just being like, oh, that's reasonable that you weren't able to do that. But
it's even more than that. It's like it's allowed within a modern culture, man's culture. It's like it is allowed
mhm.
to forget, to uh, give up. But that's why I say it's like a joker card.
And it's about
Uh,
accountability, what I hear. It's
Yeah.
like you're like renouncing on the accountability that
yeah,
one one knows that is taking for the other, and just
yeah,
renounce, and that is allowed.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
no one is accountable for accountability, something like that.
Hmm. Yeah,
And it's normal. It's
Mhm.
the normal way men interact.
yeah. And then there is something about being dumb that come in the space, like being stupid, like because if there are no accountability, then there's just being dumb together. And this is the gremlin part about this is the intimacy, being dumb. It's
Yeah.
like fuck this. I hate this.
Yeah, what do you want? Like, what will be the what would you like to create, knowing that that is already normal?
Yeah, a culture of accountability and commitment. But not the fake commitment that, oh, sorry, I failed. It's like, okay, I failed. Or I I did it or whatever. But kind of owning commitment.
Hmm.
I do whatever I do, and if I crash, maybe there's someone to give me a hand. If you crash, I'll give you a hand. Like holding this net of trust,
Hmm.
so that there is no more this gap of I can pick up the Joker card of
Mm,
being
I
dumb
see.
and
I see.
What?
Yeah, and now it lands more why you were talking about why like that before. Like you want to create a culture of trust that like even if you're failing, that you know that you have somebody on your back that will not let you stay in that falling and,
Yeah,
stay on
Mhm.
the
yeah,
floor and kick you on the floor even.
yeah. It's like radical teamwork. I want this. I
Yeah.
want this thing. Like, let's go together and whatever. If even if I'm crying and I'm desperate, I know I can keep on going.
Hmm.
Yeah, thank you for that. Hmm.
Felt the jolt of sadness hearing you say the last part, Gabriel, about like an actual team of support that's continuous and you can build on that. Because I basically heard the same from Christopher and me with that as well. It's like it's universal for us.
Well, what is it for you, Hill? Can
The
you
sadness or
mute
like the
yourself?
team that I want.
Hold on one sec. I don't know who's getting a call, but would you mute yourself and heal the team you want,
Mhm.
the one being that on your team that you don't fail. What is it for you?
Sorry, the some microphone got in the way. Can you repeat the question?
And Gail, there's something you in your communication is flat. There's something you don't feel right now. And I'm scared
Hmm.
because I sense you're a little bit playing dumb with what Devin is asking you right now. So that's why I'm kind of pointing a bit more because I want to hear what you have to
Mhm,
say.
mhm. So actually, I want to react to the second question first because I so some microphone got through, so I actually didn't hear what Devin said fully. So it was not playing dumb, and yeah, I do sense that I'm numbing myself as I talk, um, or disconnecting from feeling. Not specifically related to men, but yeah, I do feel a disconnect when I talk about feeling.
Yeah, I mean, here's one of the things I'm so frustrated with in men's teams is that I've been in tons of men's groups and it's like yeah, I'm committed to you and maybe we talk for a little while and what I've not experienced some and what I've experienced is that things get flat over time. It's like there's this friendliness that gets established in a men's space and it's something falls asleep and I have been
Mm,
okay with that. I have been okay with that. The only reason I have been okay with that is because I've been so numb to the thing I actually fucking want, which is that men be fucking radically on my team, that they be in my space, in my face, not because they want to kill me, but because they love me that much. And
mm,
it's because they are in so much pain that they can see what I could be, and I'm not doing that thing. It's like that's how close I want my men to be to me and how close I want to be to other men. So what when Gabrielle is talking about your numbness or whatever, that's where I'm at too, is like, what do you fucking really want with other men? Like it's not numb, it's not nothing, it's dynamic. There's something you are really wanting, Heel.
Yes.
And it would come through your feeling. Let the sounds come too. Like let it move through you.
I feel sad because I noticed if I want to be with men where like I can just lay on the floor and cuddle together and they are just honest with me and hearing me and I feel I feel sad and scared of like numbing myself right now or pressurizing myself.
Yeah.
I want to put that to the side. I want to put that to the side. But yeah, like I do want I want to be with men together where it's like okay to like lay together, like touch each other, hand like on the shoulder or whatever, and that's like it's normal. It's like it feels like support, and it's like hearing them talk about like what's going on, their shit that's going on, and then me actually listening to them, to listen to them, and then I make space with men to like be with that, like be with okay, like I want to listen to you, and I want to hear from your fucking heart because that's like what I have not been experiencing. Like that's what I want with men.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
notice anger with that as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's one other space I want to roll into before we get off the call, and it'll take some time. Does anyone need to say anything right now? Okay, no. So the last space, it's about this. It's about the potential that,
Devin, would you
yeah,
say it again? There's something you said, and I had
we're,
an interaction with my partner who was passing by, was
we're
necessary for me, and still want to hear what you've just said.
yes, we're going into the last space. This is a space about leveraging other men, in particular, other men's clarity about your potential. Because I'm, you know, to me, it's like every man has a real piece to offer to I'm just gonna list off some stuff. It's like to men's culture, to
Go.
the unfolding of men's culture. Every man has something to offer to their partner. It's like I don't live in a world where there are enough women who say, my partner is my thing, my partner is my rock. I am not there is no one who loves me more. It's like, but every fucking man in this space has that potential. Every man in the world has the potential that their partner walks around with feeling like she could not be
Go.
loved more than you. It's like children walk around with that possibility too. Your projects walk around with that possibility that you would come and devote your life to them. And it's like you can see the potential of the other men in this space, and it is specific, it's clear, and you don't need to know them to already know what that is.
Hmm.
So what I want is you use your clarity to speak into that potential, the gifts of the man in front of you, and especially the ones that are not developed yet, the ones that maybe they've even given up on in themselves, but the ones that it's like you need men's culture needs all of that. So we're doing in threes. Space holder, you're the one speaking into the so-called client. And the client, you just let it in. So that's the direction. And coach, you're on the space holders team to one, keep them out of being polite. Like this is not like a polite necessary thing.
Mm.
Basically, the space holder, you have two main feelings you're working with. Three, four. You're using all four feelings, but especially your anger and especially your sadness. Your fear is for the scanning, but these two, anger and sadness, that's where the communicating is coming from.
Hmm.
And the coach, you are scanning the space holder that they're not being polite. If they're stuck, help them look somewhere. Say like, tell them about how they are with trees. Tell them about how they are with the moon, with women, with whatever it is. Speak into that part of their potential. So
Hmm.
you keep them going. You're just keeping this wheel going. Any questions?
No.
Third person is a space holder, is a coach,
Yes.
Yes.
coach space holder. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Recreating
go.
rooms. No, just recreate. Okay. Two rooms. Let me just scan these quickly. Uh, Okay, I'll send out
Yeah, we
timing.
did this.
Yes. I don't know why, actually. Yeah, I'm angry because I'm speaking too fast. I want to rush, as if I need to deliver something right now. Um, and I want to hold space for slowing down for men.
Who are
I
you
want to hold
talking
space
to? Who are you talking
Chris-
to?
to Christoph.
So you are talking about his potential.
Mm, to his potential.
Yes.
Ah. Mm. Well,
Okay, yeah, you can do it. Do over.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Christoph, I see your yeah. I see you have spaciousness. You have the capacity to hold space for a big space. Meaning like uh something that is unfolding and unfolding and unfolding. Like I see the kind of I don't know how to say like this kind of quality of water, something that is open, and also this gigantic capacity to open doors
For what?
and yeah, to multi dimensions. You have this multi dimensions around you. Like you can grab one thing, then another one, and hold space for multiple doors at the same time. So you have the capacity to be in connection with life systems, with with whatever is alive right now. You give space for life. You can do this. You're still adopting yourself in this. I see you adopting your ability to hold space for this wide field. Uh,
What
and
field?
there, yeah, this wide field of consciousness and but also di different worlds meeting together.
I feel angry that you don't see that as this like so valuable. Like you see like okay, maybe it's just the first step and therefore it's not so important. It is the most important step. And maybe that's it. And yet it changes the lives of so many people. It changed my life to just meet you and to be able to wow, I can actually be true to what is actually happening right now and share that with you, and that I'm not going to be judged or I'm not going to be confronted or abandoned. There's so much more to that, and yet that's like first step, and then there is an unknown of all the ways that your heart can rage into what is actually in the way of men and women and men with men and women with women, and this fight inside.
What could he do with that clarity? What could he create?
Yeah, like what I was saying before is just like spaces, like also conversations, like just like having like the world, like more people be able to experience how it is to be in that honest sharing, in that what allowing of everything that happens, and that can ripple. I don't know, but it's just to really make available that skill, to really make it known, to make it like the most common practice. And also like this dangerousness that you have, and yet you don't allow yourself to bring, and that is very, it's like, especially with men, that I saw you when we were here in Regenerate, but like I want more of that, like just like being so fucking blunt, you know, it's like fuck that, and you have that, like you just have it, it's natural. But there's yeah, and that is really necessary, and that can be just like a blunt, fucking blunt, dangerous space. That is the experiment, and yet it's like, yeah, I sense that you need to also develop that muscle more, put more self in that exercise of feeling also the pain of not allowing yourself to make that impact, and letting that just squeeze out of the space or in the life of that person. Yeah, and just also like your love, like really let your love move through the space. And yeah, I sense this story that you're like, maybe it keeps you small, like I'm young and I'm the youngest of the space or whatever, but just like cut that and just bring your being, like you have so much.
Tell him, go beyond what you know about his love, because you've seen it in action, but there's
Yeah.
potential beyond what's shown up yet. Way beyond what's shown up yet. Talk to that.
Yeah, some like somehow I see like a lot of people around you, like a lot of people like really feeling this love and feeling this tenderness, this deep kindness, and really like being in a huge circle together, and you created that, and there's like this final permission that people arrive with, is like so safe to feel with each other, it's so safe to be in touch with each other, and it's like even naked, you know, it's like that there is no more like shame about being naked with each other, that being like just raw and naked and in touch, that there is no wrongdoing, there's no sin, that there is just like this love energy, and that is not, there's also like, yeah, no shame.
Thank you, Matthias.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes. And you have 90-ish seconds to offer Matthias
Yes.
feedback and coaching about his scanning, his delivery, all of that. Be on his team for his potential.
Hmm.
Phil, do you want to
Yeah,
start?
Matthias. Yeah, what comes to me is like I want to see you relax more with these like assignments. Yeah, like I want to see you relax more into okay, it's just a problem, it's just a question, and to let shit come through as you live your life, basically. It's like, okay, like everything has a reason, everything like comes through with as it happens. And to do the same as you live your life, as you've been always doing. Or not always, as you have been doing. Yeah. And with that, man, like fuck, like I want you to be blunt with me. I want you to say, Gil, yeah, not like this is bullshit, but more like, um, be fucking blunt with me. Like I want you to be fucking blunt with me, like near asshole blunt in a way that touches me. Yeah. And with that, like I want you to ask for anything that can support you in order to do that. That's what I want from you.
Yeah, Matthias, what I have is there were 2 or 3 times where you came to this point where you created a picture of Hill fulfilling his potential. And my feedback in coaching is the next time you're going there, like go beyond, even though then it becomes wild and crazy and you speak completely from the unknown. But I want to hear you. I want to hear what you have from there on, from the edge on. Yeah. Hmm.
Hey, we're shifting. Next constellation.
Okay, I'll be the coach.
Okay, then I will be the space holder, right?
Yeah. I'm the client.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Matthias, you will be the client.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Mm. Mm. The potential that I'm seeing is it has something to do with your understanding. Like there seems to be, for me, something like that you have a sense for dynamics or systems, and that you can bring in your impulses and your wisdom. And I'm not. And it has something to do with how people really collaborate and interact. But not only that, also, mm, it there's something coming in like mm, supporting teams that in projects that have to do, for example, with nature, but not just nature. It's exactly at this interaction point of human creation. For example, how is it interacting with nature? It could be something like, for example, with water, like where there are dams. Like this is, but it's not you doing this work. It's more you working with the people who do this.
And
Like you,
Christopher,
yeah.
I invite you to maybe slow down a little bit and
Hmm.
connect your heart space to the heart space of Matthias.
Hmm.
And to
Yeah.
with that like sense into like what can like come in between that and maybe like beyond heart space as well.
Hmm.
Go.
Yeah, what I'm sensing is that people have fun working with you, and you bring that in to the space. And with fun, I mean, yeah, I come back to the systematic solution, creative thinking part. But
It's
also
there's something, Christopher, where it's somehow dead, the communication
Mhm.
when you talk about systems and stuff. And like
Mhm.
I don't know where you need to go in yourself, but it's like uh, speak
Yeah,
differently. Like he has
yeah,
you have the potential to explode the world with non-linear roller coasters that nobody's ever experienced before. Like
yeah.
that's how people live in the projects that you hold space for them in. So let
Mhm.
yourself get more nuts with what you're talking to them about.
Mhm. Yeah. yeah, you bring something like you bring a completely new culture of working together in, and it's not just fun, it's also people sitting together, eating together, celebrating together. And yeah, at the same time the people, they are committed, like they are doing the job. I don't know, I've met a couple of them, and these people, they just are their job. And I'm not talking about a corporate job. I'm talking about they took that job, or they said yes to something. Like really people.
And I
Keep
see the
going, Christoph.
ability in you that I see the ability in you to you can how you have the ability to let the love gather in not just in yourself. You are an open door for love and also for other people to really like go with you and go in there and be a you have the ability to open the space for really letting people feel and be like too much with their love instead of this frame that love got put in, and you have the ability to burst this frame of the love story around love and to yeah to create something new with it even if you don't know what it is, and you can you have the ability to really take people with you on this journey.
And Christoph, it would help also if you just a little bit slow down. It's great you're using more anger, and my proposal is you slow a little bit down so you let the word land.
Yeah, thank you. And Jonas, you have the ability to hold space for children in a way that their being comes forward. I sense in you, uh, yeah, this ability to give them the space to unfold and discover and yeah, discover themselves and this world, and not just physically, also energetically. You can hold space for children for their connection with also their energetic body. And I sense that you oh, yeah, and I sense that you can yeah there is this wild part in you that you're still holding back, and you need this wild part to do exactly this because this ability, it wants to break out of civilization. It doesn't want those things around it. Yeah.
Christoph, will you learn more things around this? You said this 2 times. Could you say again, what is this?
This is your ability to hold space for children, to create a space for them to, and this is this covering, this unfolding of their being, bringing their being forward, and connecting their five bodies in a way they can experience them. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and okay. Yeah, that's what I got.
Hmm.
Thank you, Christoph.
Yay.
Hmm. Thank you, team.
I want to thank you for undoubting yourself, like removing the doubt further and further the more you advance. And I feel glad seeing you this way. Uh, There's something I said about while you were speaking that you were a little bit rushing to deliver it at some point. Ah, I sense maybe it's coming from a fear of missing something. I don't know. But uh, yeah, I invite you to pay attention to that fear and to,
Mm,
yeah, maybe even more be with it.
mm. Thank you, Gabriel.
Anything from you, Jonas? Or is Jonas frozen?
Oh,
Aha.
wow.
He's
Oh,
frozen.
Hmm.
it's back.
I mean, I just say overall, something I'm noticing in here in the other room, but also with you, Christoph, is like missing access to uh completely unknown realms. So there's something where there's a kind of like wildness that you
Hmm.
could tap into more that and radically rely on the wildness so that you become a space where that wildness is talking instead of you talking. That wildness has its own purposes, its own aims that are different than your purposes and aims in talking to someone. And we probably need more practice spaces with that as men, just from hopping to the rooms. But that's what was there for me.
Thank you, Devin.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
shift.
Okay.
I don't know who's
Okay.
up.
Yeah, Jonas was kicked out, so I will hold space for you, Gabriel.
Hmm.
Hmm. Ah, I I sense, Gabriel, I sense your ability to, I don't know the English word, you can do stuff with time. You have the ability to change the time in a in connection to a higher good, not just for yourself. And yeah, I sensed this ability to, yeah, you are a time wizard, and yeah, you're in connection with this force or this realm or
Lift your
something.
hands up, Christoph,
My
and
hands.
yes, you're putting them in other realms. You're putting them in other sources. And you can try this. Keep talking, but try this. You're bringing stuff forward from nowhere to Gabriel.
Okay.
You just keep talking. Don't worry about what you're saying.
Yes. Um. Yeah. You have, Gabriel? You have the ability to, well, to
You're
connect
saying the
with the.
same thing you were already saying. Drop, you have the ability. It's irrelevant. You are.
And also and also move your hands because your hands will know what is the source. It's
Okay.
not your head.
Yes,
Yeah.
loosen up. The laugh is
Whoa.
good.
Hmm.
Um.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's distracting me doing this with my hands. Um. Gabriel, yeah, you're a time wizard. You can. I
Go.
already said it, and also you. Ah, you can. Yeah, you are so much bigger. You are just you are a gigantic space in yourself, and like in waves. And you do this thing where you become a wave, and even energetically, and you set stuff loose with it, and it creates like this is a field you are, and if you when you drop into this state of yours, then those waves, you become the center of it, and they create like new happenings around you, and this is connected with your fear, and also wow,
And
this
you
is
keep going and open some of these more. You create new happenings around you, like
yes.
like this kind of happening.
Well, when
Yeah.
when you do this, then yeah, you create new spaces with these waves. They're hitting people and objects, and you create resonances all over, yeah, the physical space where you are, and you start bringing people together with even plants or rocks, and wow, there is this ability to even let trees feel and let them feel again together with other with human beings and with birds, and there is this like bubble going up, and this is you're a connector, then these are connecting waves.
Go.
Those waves, they are, yeah, they're really energetically, they are bonding you those new points where they have hidden, and those who create like a wave, not a wave. It's a net. You're creating a net, and you become this big energy of not you become an energy. Uh, you are the starting point for this. You're the starting point for this, and from this, you you have
Coming like on the gathering, and they're learning like on the summer place. They're learning like how to and doing that as well. And then instead of kids seeing, okay, as I grow older, I will tense up, I will become boring. It's okay, like okay, as I grow older, I can actually remain to be playful, remain to be connected to feeling, remain to be vulnerable. And I see you in that. It's like people looking up to you, people getting inspired by you being yourself and you following, hey, this is real for you. Like this is real, like this vulnerability, this staying connected to, hey, no, actually I don't want these conversations that are like fucking platonic and not interesting. Like you want actually interesting conversations where you're present with each other and that other people get inspired by you being just that and living just that. It's a lot about connection to emotions and sensitivity.
Mm.
Yo, I want you to keep going
Yeah.
and just try an experiment with one of your hands. Reach beyond what you know or what you can sense at this point, and just grab the thing about Christopher. And so literally grab it and start speaking that. Comes from someplace else about his potential.
Yeah, I see it like I grabbed a microphone and with that it's like okay, like a microphone that you're speaking to an audience of people about your life work, like your passion. And it's like a place full of people like listening to you speak out what you deeply care about, and that people are like in awe with, okay, this is what came from your research. And I'm not sure if it's like talking or singing or whatever with that, but I sense like there's something with you speaking your voice out about what feels true to you.
Mm.
Or check there's another
Yes,
another
keep practicing. Change your voice. Let it
Yeah.
change your
So much.
voice.
hmm,
Say it,
No, just
Matthias.
turn the dial of dangerousness.
it's interesting. Thank you. I picked up a flower. a flower where you're walking in the street and
Change
you're
your
giving
voice
flowers to
more.
people.
Different
Okay, okay.
voice. You're not heel here.
Okay. You're picking up a flower. Mm, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. In this
It's a
space.
flower of joy.
Wait. Pause.
Yeah.
In that space, that moment where you were like, I don't know what happened, but it looked like you were like, what am I about to do here? Don't leave that
Mm,
space. You're not gearing up to yell. Stay right in that
mm,
opening where you do not know what you
mm.
are. Talk from
Let
there.
go of the flower.
Yeah, there's like fear with that, like unknown.
Mm.
And
Yes.
like, yeah, like there's a flower.
Oh.
It's like a green with flower where like you're just keeping it with yourself, like in your pocket. And, like you're wearing it like proudly with you throughout the day. And like anytime that see, okay, there's a kid or a person that you're just like either like pressing into the flower and it spurs out water, or it's like you give the flower to this person and you just bring like joy or inspiration just like from your own joy.
Mm.
There was dangerousness, invitation.
Mm.
Uh, give this to people
See,
you
you can't
fucking
stop.
adore.
It's that fun to not know.
Give it to
I'm
people who
gonna,
you adore and you feel
yeah.
dangerousness.
Do what you want in these next 60 seconds. You have options. For the viewers at home, they have about 30 seconds. And I'm discovering the need in a way, or my own longing to build capacity for men to move from the unknown more, like to just so they can rely on that instead of, there's something very unwild about what men have become, and there's something wild and truer and more, in a way, more, men can go into the unknown and offer something to people unknown.
Uh,
Hello, men.
Hello.
Hello.
We have less than 1 minute before this work talk officially closes. I'm here for 5 minutes if anyone else wants to be, but you can leave at the time also. Say words. It's your turn.
Fun. I enjoyed it a lot, especially being the space holder, giving through what comes through or from here or whatever. It was a lot of fun saying that and like hearing possibilities from the coach, from you, Devin. I enjoyed it a lot, and yeah, that was the thing I'm enjoying most.
when I was hearing Gil giving, seeing the potential in Matthias, and there was a part of me was jealous, like wow, how they are on each other's team. But it wasn't my term yet. Like I was coming later, but at that moment it was like wow, this yeah, it gave me a sense of how it can be, and then I received also, and yeah, and this is the level of team being on each other's team that's possible, and I sense it's a glimpse. Yeah. Mm.
I had so much fun doing this, and when you, Devin, got into the space, we had this prompt of, okay, go more into the unknown and connect with it, use your hands for it and source it. And that was, was such fun because it was like an antenna when you don't have a TV signal, and in some ways it was really like bursting through me, and there was just words and stuff coming out, and it was just great. It was
Space was
really.
fucking alive.
That's the magic that you wanted, that you were talking about in the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it there.
Yeah, cool.
I want more of this. I was like really enjoying my time and like saying, wow, there is so much to discover there. And yeah, yeah, I want more of this. Since like this is real liveness, intelligence, presence.
Hmm.
Very, very grateful for this space, and I'm super glad I came. I feel the love, the yellow stuff.
Don't go automatic, Matthias. Don't go automatic.
Go
Do
heal.
I invite you to do it differently.
Ah, yeah, it's really hmm, it's really fresh breeze that in a super hot day. I really
Heal. You have the meter on Matthias. How was that?
A little bit less automatic, but still, yeah, you can do better.
Passable.
Thank you.
You know, there was one rage club in Mexico that I held space for, and we men in the rage club knew each other really well, and we discovered like sometimes we just die. It's like we're sitting there and we go totally automatic and we die. And we had this deal where at any moment anyone could say, "You're dead. You just died," and run up to them and go like grab their arm like that, and you pull them out of their death. Basically, that was
Nice.
our deal. It was fucking awesome. I mean, it happened in real life like maybe three times in that rage club, and it was so. It's like that's what I wanted my
Yeah.
friends for. That's what I want my men for. That's what I want to be with my men.
Yeah.
Nobody dies, or they do, but they don't stay dead.
Now you do some kind of resuscitation,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yes, yes,
Oh, heal for
I
following.
like that as like a virtual thing. Like, Matthias,
Yes.
yeah.
let the life come through.
Go.
A lot of joy, and I go now. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
men.
Gabriel.
I
Thank
think we
you.
close there.
Thank you, team.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye.